Hey guys, Coach Dan here, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about willpower. The reason I want to talk to you guys about willpower is because there's a lot of misconceptions out there about it. We've all been there. We've all done New Year's resolutions where we're trying to lose weight or whatever the healthy habit we're trying to create is. And what happens with that is we go so hard with that. We go 0 to 60 right away. We're trying to rely solely on willpower to create this change, and then we end up just crashing. And the reason that happens is the more we try to rely solely on willpower to create change or to make habits, the more we're going to crash right away, right? Or the more we're just going to come tumbling down once we give in to our lack of willpower. And the reason why willpower is very interesting too is because a lot of us, everybody pretty much used to think that willpower is an infinite thing. Some people have a little bit more than others, but bottom line is people can draw on willpower whenever they need it. What research is now showing is that actually willpower is a finite thing, and it's something that actually does get depleted during the day. So you can think of it more as like a cell phone battery, right? The more we use it, the more it drains down, and eventually by the end of the day it runs out. The problem with that is once willpower runs out, our body and our brain is naturally going to want to rely on the path of least resistance and what we're most comfortable with and all of our old ingrained habits. And the problem with that is most people, as we know, their old habits aren't very healthy habits. So an example of that would be it's later in the day, it's like 3 o'clock, I'm starting to get hungry. My willpower's probably ran out for the day, and I go and I think I want to go eat something healthy, but I think that is going to take a lot of time and energy. So I forget about that and I just go back to my old habits and I pick something up on the way home. I pick up McDonald's or pizza or whatever it is. And before you know it, you didn't even really think about that, but now you're eating something that you didn't really want to eat. You're off track, and it's just a snowball effect from there. So the problem with this too is that when willpower gets depleted, it gets depleted by just little small choices. So small stuff can drain willpower. Stuff as little as what am I going to eat for breakfast, like what snacks am I going to eat, even something like what am I going to wear to work today. All these little decisions that we make up during the day start to drain on that willpower. And then, like I said, eventually when that willpower runs out, when it runs out for good for the day, we just rely back on our old habits and start to make decisions that usually aren't the healthiest thing for us. So how can we get better at this? The best thing we can do is planning, so that we don't have to rely as much on willpower, or so that we save our willpower to actually use on something that really matters. And so little examples of how we can plan is we can meal prep on Sundays. We can cook a lot of our meals on Sundays for the week, so that when we get home, or that when we go to eat lunch or dinner or whatever it is, we already have the meal ready for us. We've already made it, it's there, we don't have to make a decision, we just go and eat something we already prepped for the week. Another thing would obviously bring, if you're somebody that likes to snack, instead of going to the vending machine later in the day, you bring snacks ahead of time, you pack them the night before, bring them to work with you, and you eat those throughout the day at work. Another simple one, like I said, the picking out your clothes the night before can seem kind of stupid, but again, it's a little decision that can drain part of our willpower. So just setting out your clothes the night before for what you're going to wear the next day. All these little decisions that save our willpower are going to help us a lot down the road when we're trying to make habit changes, and that we actually need the willpower to make those changes. So hopefully you guys picked up some good tips today on willpower. We realize that it's not necessarily an infinite thing like we thought. We realize it's something that we need to conserve and not deplete up during the day, so that we can make these positive, long-lasting decisions and habit changes, okay? So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to hit me up and shoot me an email, dan@cuttingedgefitness.com, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks.